Hey folks, Dean Charles here, and welcome to Between the Left and a Hard Place. We are a center-left podcast, and today we're doing one of our special episodes, and we're calling it Pick a Side. We're going to call out members of the Democratic Party and members of the media and social media, and we're going to ask them, capitalism or socialism? You need to pick a side and decide what you are, because I personally don't believe the two can coexist inside the Democratic Party. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. But today, we're going right to the top, and we're going to call out the leader of the Democratic Party at this very moment in time, and that is, in my opinion, of course, Hakeem Jeffries, the minority leader of the House of Representatives. You are presently the leader of the Democratic Party, and Hakeem Jeffries, Congressman Jeffries, we're going to ask you to make a decision. You're going to have to pick a side, capitalism or socialism. The socialists seem to really be taking hold in the Democratic Party, and I don't understand why the Democratic Party is turning socialist. I'm totally in favor of the socialists having their own party. I just don't think they should take over the Democratic Party. And you need to take a good look at it and take a look at why the Democrats lost the last election so badly, and how, I assume you want to be Speaker of the House, how you can become Speaker of the House. And you need a path forward to do it. So my advice, first of all, is read the DSA political platform, the Democratic Socialists of America political platform. Please read it, right? The devil's in the details. Pull it down off the internet if you haven't read it before, and read it and see if that's something you're on board with. Because if it is, I'm going to hope Elon Musk, starts his third party. They say in polls, a lot of the polls say 80% of Democrats consider themselves center-left. I hope that's true. I'm not sure if it is. I'm having my doubts, but I hope that's true. And if you want to get a good take on what that means to be center-left, I really hope you will watch the Chris Cuomo show on June 10th with Scott Galloway. Scott Galloway is a brilliant guy. So is Chris, by the way. But Scott Galloway is a brilliant guy, intelligent guy, and he gives a path forward from the center-left perspective for the Democrats. You need to listen to it. He should run for president himself. He's talking about how he's trying to advise people who are running for president, but he needs to run for president for himself, in my opinion. But it's something you need to take a look at. You need to decide. You need to look at why the Democrats lost the last election and what's the path forward for the House of Representatives specifically. There's 435 seats in the House of Representatives, right? There's only 35 or 40 that are considered purple. The rest are predetermined. You know that, right? It doesn't matter. You know who's going to win the general election. It's about who wins the primary. Who are you going to support in the primaries? So you're going to look at those 35 and 40 seats that you need to win to be Speaker of the House and take over, and so the Democrats can take over, and you want a path forward on how to win those seats? You need to decide that. You need to choose, because I think you need to kick the socialists out of the Democratic Party. Seriously. I don't think we can go forward with them. You can't continue to be on the wrong side of the 80-20 issues. Seriously. So listen, do those things for me, Congressman Jeffries. Please read the DSA political platform, and please watch Chris Cuomo show with Scott Galloway from June 10th. Seriously. And you got to decide a path forward. How are the Democrats going to win? You need to decide what's your strategy for those 35 to 40 seats. Who are you going to spend money on? Who are you going to back in the primaries in the next election? Seriously, how are you going to become Speaker of the House? You need to pick a side. Are you a capitalist or a socialist? And hopefully you make the right decision. Thank you.